Good afternoon, everyone. It's an overcast, fairly still day actually. And I thought I'll do a quick walk around as an end of summer walk around my garden so we can see all, probably all the jobs I have to do and all the flowers. So as you can see down here, I have to redo this edging because we got this log from across the road, across over there. And it kind of sticks out onto my lawn, so either me or my husband needs to come along with a chainsaw, probably cut it about there so we can get it to go in the edge. But as you can see, all the dahlias are still looking pretty good actually. No sign of any sunflowers. They've been outgrown and died off a long time ago. Starting to show signs of slowing down, but it is a very nice sight. And then we haven't fixed the fence in the orchard yet. It's on my husband's to-do list. Look at my lemon trees. So how about that? They did not mind their hard prune at all. Lots of new growth on there, and lemons. My apples are very close. I keep checking them every now and then, but don't they look great? I haven't been down to clean up in here, but there you go. And more apples over there. And my mandarins. I actually protected it this year from the frost, and last year from the frost, and it's actually got decent fruit on it. We do have some feijoas there, getting there. And these trees didn't do much, but then saying that apricot tree is looking massive. And then over the other side, just finished mowing and stuff this morning, so I've been doing mainly maintenance around the place. So as you can see, look at that red one in there, hiding. An absolute jungle. I've come to the conclusion that unless I'm planting something in here, a quick clean up where I need to do it is probably the best idea. And I think what I'll need to do this year is also put markers where my dahlias are, so I know to keep them clean, cleared. And then there's this one. I'll just go under the weed there. It's beautiful. It's got the dark foliage on it. Right, so that's down the driveway. You wouldn't think we have flooded, but there you go. But then again, the joys of having a stream, and we'll eventually get this all concreted when we get some money for it. Yeah, wouldn't even know. All gone right down and all regrowing again. Alright, and we'll head up the driveway and I'll catch up with you up there. Actually just heading up the driveway, and I thought, well, I've got this pile of rocks here, which we got the digger man to dig out of the stream, because it's our project over autumn, is to get windbreak down here to that post all the way up, and you can see up there, those are our bottle brush, and so we're going to put weed mat down because it is so steep. It is very annoying, and I pretty much just weed eat it all the time. So we're going to put weed mat down, and then we're going to get some big rocks and put it around the outside, and then we're going to get this big pole and put it on top. So they should look really quite tidy. So, up the driveway. We've not had any rain in like nine days. Had a few showers today, but it's pretty useless really when it just disappears again. And then another project is, so you can sort of see my mow line in here, so I can mow all of this easy because there's no septic lines. And then I have yet to finish weed eating this because it keeps showering, so it's too wet, but we're gonna get the mulch and cover all of that because that is just a mission. And then here, I've got some of the belladonna lilies I planted coming up. Beetroot's coming to an end. I'm just waiting for some lids to arrive and then I can pull them out. And then get some turnips in there instead. These are little cherry ones. They're going to turn yellow. So they are racing for the finish line before it gets too cold. Put some lawn clippings and silage on the top of that. I'll take you into my shed and we'll have a look at the seedlings I planted, if I can get in. So I'm now in a time crunch because these are all my peas. They've popped up. I don't soak my peas. There's no point. I did research into it and apparently it doesn't make too much of a difference if you can keep the soil moist. So these are the Italian longkeeper onions, and these are all my turnips. So they've still got a bit of growth to go before I'm going to put them out. The sugarloaf cabbages, and only a few of my silver beet, but they were oldish seeds. I might have a problem with some of them, but that's alright. And as you can see, not a lot in here. Sorry, a very few winter leeks coming up there, winter giant leeks. And what are those ones? Oh, those are me white onions. Okay. Yeah, so I have actually managed to cover them because it was keeping the moisture in there. But we still got time, so I'm not too worried about that. Close it, the creakiness. My carrots are still doing really well here. I just come and pick them when I want some. The kumara have started changing colour. Just little bits every little while there, you can see. Starting to change colour, so I'm very excited to see what we've got there. A whole bunch of swan plants, which come off the mum tree over there. And the mess that is the tomatoes. They are still ripening, and you can see some in there. I need to go through and do another harvest, but that will be another clean-up job. But the silage did a pretty good job at keeping the weeds down in here. Only the kikuyu issues there. And as you know, I did those two gardens. Oh, I come up the top and the wind's picked up a bit. So yes, I'm on a time crunch now to get that top garden done, which is on my list of things to do today. Start anyway. It's a big one. I put lawn clippings on there. My thornless blackberry here is still ripening up some there. Looks like the grape is starting to go to sleep. This area is pretty much still a mess, but I've got all winter to mess around with that. For some reason that pumpkin's decided it wants to start flowering again, so it won't get very far, but that's alright. So this area needs to be cleaned up again once the pumpkins are ready to come off. What do you got? Oh, the tamarillos here. Or tree tomatoes, depending on what you call them. And then just waiting for these pumpkins here. The one I showed you on the deck there at the beginning was one that had actually fallen itself off. So, yep, then that garden will need to be tidied up and everything. So, everything's definitely just going off to sleep. This garden is slowly recovering. You can see them coming back up there. I keep forgetting their name. Everybody tells me and then I forget again anyway. So yeah, and then another autumn project is to clean up the fuchsia garden again, because it likes to grow weeds much as I had it covered. But more than likely I'll probably wait until the fuchsias start to go to sleep, because then I could probably give them all a trim back at the same time. They've done well. Oh, what are these ones called? They've just self-seeded everywhere. Oh, I'm forgetting names today, it's not going to happen. So you can see all the baby plants all in there, which they'll look awesome. I just leave them to self-seed. And then yeah, I cleaned up all the, what was it called? Deadly nightshade. Oh, there you go, I can name a weed today. Cleaned up all the deadly nightshade off the bank there. Got a little bit of silage left, so I need to do something with that. But there we go. Oh, got our cow friends back again next door. Oh, and then we'll finish off with showing you this. That rose there is called My Dad, and it is just, it's crazy. I mean, you cut off one branch and you've got, look at that, a whole head, and they smell absolutely lovely. So yes, these guys are still quite happy here. I'll just go around here. So still lots of flowers. So there we go. There's a roundup of my end of summer garden. And then we'll start cleaning up, as I was saying, all the different jobs. And yeah, get some winter crops in. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And hope you enjoy gardening. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.